Good morning! So today we're going to talk about the Sapphire Gem. Now there's a good chance that most of you watching this know what a Sapphire Gem is. You've probably seen one, heard about one, and want to get one yourself. And you're asking yourself things like, how are they to take care of? You know, what do they do? How many eggs do they lay? You're asking yourself, how will they act with my other birds? You know, are they healthy? Are they heat hardy? And today we're going to go over that with you. So I've got with me today, this is Crystal, a Sapphire Gem. So she was named by a visitor to our property, and that little girl named her Crystal. So this is a Sapphire Gem. As you can see, they have this beautiful lavender blue plumage going on. It's kind of a light gray, but they call this a lavender or a purple or a blue. So if you look really closely here, you'll see they have that center line on the feathers and the light coloration. So these also tend to have a darker head on the female here. So you'll see you go from a darker to a lighter. It's not all like that. They can be different. So you'll notice that they have beautiful feet, right? And these are pretty stocky birds. So these were bred originally, is what I understand, in Czech. I don't know when, where, or how. I believe right now they're on one of the hatchery websites being trademarked or claimed to be trademarked by them. So I think that these were supposed to have been bred from crossing a blue Plymouth Rock and a Barred Rock. So we have two of those here. You guys have seen them today. And, you know, they, apparently they, you know, go ahead and breed two of those, you know, those two different types of Barred Rocks to get this girl right here. So, they have beautiful wings. Take a look at that wing, right? They have beautiful wings. She's got all that pretty tail and fluff under here, right? So this is a medium-sized bird. The males tend to be anywhere between 4 to 7 pounds from what I'm seeing from other people who have males. My females are only about 4 pounds right now. They're pretty nice little ladies. They're very docile. Very good around kids, I've found. They do have the single comb. They got beautiful amber eyes. Nice wattles, beautiful beak, very similar to the Barred Rock because that's what they're bred from. So you might be asking yourself, what are these birds good for other than looking great? Because this is a beautiful bird, right? I mean, she is just gorgeous. You know you want one of these just looking at her. What else are they good for besides looking at? So they are good for possibly meat production. You know, they're not going to be as big as the Cornish cross and stuff, but since they are closely related to the Plymouth Barred Rock, you know, if you're willing to have Barred Rocks for meat birds, then they'll be just fine for it because they're basically the same bird anyway. They're also good for eggs. So anywhere between 18 and 24 weeks, they're going to start laying. They lay this nice medium to large brown egg. It does take them a bit to get up to this size, but once they do start laying it, they're going to lay you about 4 to 5 eggs per week. Now I only have a female, but the males actually get a barred pattern on them, and I don't have an image that I own to show you, but they are colored differently because they're sex links. So if you're not very familiar with chickens yet, and you're still trying to figure this out, when somebody says sex-linked, what it basically means is that the roosters and the hens look different from each other. So this hen does not look like a rooster would. They're going to have possible barring, they're going to be slightly different colors, different builds, different sizes. So they're going to be different looking, and when they're babies, before their colors all come in properly, you can tell the boys and the girls apart, and the boys are probably going to have a white spot on top of their head or their wings that will key you in on it's a boy. So you're probably asking yourself, what kind of climate can they live in? So these are very heat and cold tolerant birds, and a plus, because they have no feathers on their feet, they can wander around in the snow as long as it's not too deep and gonna get their feathers wet. So, you know, you just gotta get them the water in the summer, make sure they have shade to go to, and you gotta make sure in the winter they have somewhere, you know, with no wind that they can get into. You know, I don't think there's very many climates that humans live where you're gonna have to heat these in the winter. You have to check your local Facebook group to know if you're gonna need supplementary heat or any kind of cooling during the summer. So check your local chicken groups because they gotta know exactly what you need. This is, though, a very hot and cold tolerant bird. As you can see, this is a very docile bird if they're raised correctly and not like, mishandled or anything. They're very good with the other birds in the flock. They are quite happy to take treats out of your hand. Put down in the comments, do you guys have sapphire gems? Are you interested in getting them? What do you do with yours? Is this bird really all the rage it's cracked up to be? Because this is a very popular bird right now. And I think that they're very pretty. She's got an egg ready to go right now too. So I think they're a very pretty bird, very worth it to take care of them. They're a very rewarding bird to own and have. I think they got great temperament. I think they're beautiful birds. So put down in the comments what you think about the Sapphire Gem crystal here. Let us know. Take care.